Hi, this will be a relatively short video. In light of current events, I wanted to briefly discuss some questions about psychopathy, the pathological condition characterized by traits such as lack of empathy, callousness, detachment, impulsivity, and being manipulative. It's a spectrum of traits, most famously summarized by the 20-item Hare psychopathy checklist. The more clinical name for this pathological behavior is called antisocial personality disorder. There's also the term sociopath, and the distinction between a psychopath and a sociopath goes along the lines of the usual nature versus nurture debate. It's estimated that approximately 1% of males and 0.3 to 0% of females could be classified as psychopaths. So it's a relatively rare condition. And in terms of its most extreme manifestations, such as dictators, we generally think of dictators such as Adolf Hitler, Mao Zedong, and Joseph Stalin, etc., as being once in a lifetime extreme examples. And they look evil and fulfill our expectation from physiognomy, that a person's character is reflected by the facial features and outer appearances. However, there are two puzzles with the picture. First, now we are faced with a global scenario where apparently political leaders around the world, male and female, turn sadistic and evil. So either the 1% is a vast underestimation, or by design, for instance through a global leadership program for the young, that certain persons are selected, nurtured, pampered, and put into key positions. And then there's the issue of so many supporting the regimes on an everyday basis. It is like the whole world has turned mad, and it has taken biblical proportions. The second puzzle is that the people in question do not fulfill the expectation from physiognomy. They look friendly, no evil eye glares, no dominating chin thrusts, no flaring of nostrils, no snarling of the lips, no angry eyebrows. No small Henry VIII or Kim Jong-un mouth, where a large mouth would signify a giving, generous, and loving personality. To explain these discrepancies, it seems that psychologists and anthropologists will need decades or longer to investigate and figure this out. Even though today's politicians do not fulfill the stereotype, one way to spot them is by their inverted social award pattern, that among psychopaths there is a positive correlation with enjoyment of callous treatment of others, with the misery of others, and a negative correlation with the enjoyment of positive social interactions. A good example is New Zealand's Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern.
For New Zealand is that everyone knows someone who has taken their own life.
Although she talks about something horrendous, her face radiates pure happiness and joy when she talks about more than 600 suicides.
We're a small country, less than 5 million
Smile.
people, but last year over 600 people committed suicide. And of course, that's only one marker of well-being.
I don't think that's a marker of well-being. And big smile here. Almost like she feels a sense of accomplishment and triumph.
You saw in the video reel it played 1 in 4 people in their lifetime will experience a mental health issue. And so for us...
Smile. 1 in 4 people. Horrendous. Big smile.
This is something that affects everyone, because either you have someone in your family who may be affected, a friend,
smile,
or you yourself. And so they say in politics,
smile.
You did this. It's personal, and for me, the issue of mental health was deeply personal.
Big smile. That's a good example of inverted behavior, even though her physiognomy does not show signs of an evil, dark person. Here I wanted to close by saying that suicides are not the same as people falling off roofs or getting hit by a bus. These are clearly much more devastating events and often affect younger people in the middle of their lives. These 600 and more suicides are destroyed families, friends and colleagues with long-lasting suffering. Family members often feel guilty for not helping more or preventing these. There might be feelings of failure as they realize the person committed suicide felt unloved. They might also feel anger towards these people for leaving them behind in a confusing, difficult state, maybe with children involved. Or they might feel distress over unresolved family issues. Because of the pain, often suicides are not talked about and become family secrets and affect future generations within a family system. So that's it for today. Good luck to everyone and talk to you next time. Bye.